Hey everybody, BK Stunt here. We are back with another map overview video. That's kind of hard to say. This time we are doing Numbani, which is a hybrid map. It is a capture/escort map. And I'm going to try to get through this video a little faster than I usually do. Reason being I've already went too long and had to kill one video. But the general purpose of this video is just to show you a brief overview of the map, show you the different pathways you can go down, and point out some health packs along the way so you can survive longer. Just get acquainted with the map in general. I thought these posters for the different locations of Overwatch were pretty cool. But yep, gotta hurry. This is the attacker's spawn room. We have a door to the right, we got the middle door, we got a door to the left, like most maps it seems. And these are the streets of Numbani. You are going to go to the capture point. This beginning area, you usually don't see a lot of fighting around here. The defenders usually don't pull this far up. The reason being is that if they do and you kill them, you can rush the capture point and they have very little chance of winning, or at least of securing the capture point as a means of winning. But as you can see, this has upper and lower walkways. This whole map has upper and lower walkways. Tons of balconies throughout the whole map. Let's go down the main path really quick. We'll go down these side paths in a second. You just follow the main road to this vehicle right here. This is your escort vehicle. So once you capture this lobby area right here, you will be escorting this vehicle to the end of the map. And yeah, the objective will change from capture to escort at that point. But let's go back and we'll explore these areas really quick. To the left here you have a little cafe area you can fight in. A large health pack right there can be handy if you get hurt early. Leads to these upper walkways right here. You may see some cocky attackers from this walkway, or even this walkway right here attacking as you exit the doors. Pretty rare from my experience. There's a back path right here, way to get up to the balcony. Wraps around to this health pack right here, which is really good to fall back to if you need it as the attackers, and a small health pack right there which leads back up to the balcony. Continuing on, this is likely the first point you're going to see resistance right here, because the defenders have a good clear shot from right here, as you can see, especially through this firing lane. But as you reach right here, there's really one of three ways you can go. You can go down this main door right here, you can go down the main path to the right, or you can go left. If you go down the main path to the right, I want to point this out. You can utilize this room. It has nothing in it, but it does lead right to this point of cover behind the bus, and you can peek out behind the bus, as you can see. Good firing lane. And there's this room off to the right with a large health pack right there. Be careful getting trapped in that room. If you're not backed up, the defenders can sweep through it, kill you off quickly, especially with a junk rat. And be careful of this hallway, or this balcony right here. Very popular sniping position for the defending team. You might see a Widowmaker up there. This door right here leads to another large health pack, as you can see, but these stairs lead to the capture objective right there, and up and away if you wanted. We'll explore that in a second. But this left path right here has two choices once you go over here. You can either take the lower path or the upper path. The upper path leads to this balcony right here, which is a great position. Got my dogs acting up right there, which is a great position to snipe down from, as you can see. It leads further to those stairs that we saw from below. Or that lower path, if we follow it around, you'll see there's a health pack right here, which can be very handy. Leads to a good flanking position. You might be able to kill some people behind the escort objective right there, or if they're fighting further up, you can flank them pretty easily from right here. I will add that this area right here, you should be especially careful of. You'll often see, well, maybe not often, but you'll see turrets or bastions, especially right here. If you're the attacking team and if you run right past this towards the objective, you can get mowed down very easily by a bastion that's hiding in this room right here. And of course there's this upper walkway that it stretches. You can see it's a very long upper walkway. You'll see turrets and snipers up here as well. One thing you can do to get around them or try to flank them is there is a door back here with a small health kit. This leads down to a shop, but this stairway leads up to the balcony. You can get around and flank anybody that's up here if you're able to. I would be careful of venom mines as you do so. Okay, but once you capture this objective, you will have to push it to the end of the map, and that's the last part of this map. Let's go to the main pathway really quick. You're just following the road. I mean, very obvious. Very obvious. You're just going to take a right. You're going to take a left, and there's your first checkpoint as the attacking team. Once you capture that, you'll get a closer spawn point, but then you will have to push it up this ramp here, to the right, to the left again, and to the very end. That is the Numbani Heritage Museum. That is where the defenders will start spawning from. You can see the spawn room there to the left. You can see it to the right. And we'll get back to that because I wanted to point something out which was really cool about the escort payload, because they tie it into the lore of the game a little bit, which I always think is neat. Okay, so as you're pushing, there will, of course, there will be places on the right and left you can fight on. You'll often see defenders down here to the right. There's a large health pack right here. They'll likely try to be defending and using that. And it does stretch on back here. There's a area back here you can fight in. It doesn't seem too much action. There's a way to get to the balconies up above right there. And there's a small room right here, as you can see. To the left, you do have this shopping area that I pointed out a little earlier. It does have a small health pack, but these are the stairs that lead towards the objective, and these are the stairs that lead towards that door I pointed out earlier. So as you can see, everything's interconnected. It always is. Overwatch is famous for it. As you're approaching this turn corner, I would be aware not only of the Rhino art right here, which is pretty neat, but there is a large health pack right there if you need it. Great to go down there and grab it. And this little room right here, as you can see, very interconnected. Doorways leading out every which way. Small health pack. You can jump over these terraces to that health pack if needed. This balcony, the stretch of balcony, very long stretch of balcony, as you can see, leads all the way to this position right here. That's the first corner that you're taking as you're escorting the objective, all the way to this door, down to that building underneath. We'll go there in a second. To these two doorways. You can see the small health pack there. There's also some health down here, another small health pack. This is one of two ways to get up there. Because the defending team will be using this room and this area a lot as you're pushing towards this first checkpoint. So that's one way to get up there. The second way is using this stairwell right here that I pointed out a little earlier. Or, you know, characters like Thera or Gingy even can just get up there at will. Not hard for them to do. Okay, so you've pushed all the way to this objective, and now you're making the final stretch home. The alternate paths for this stretch, the biggest one is through this room right here, of course. You see a right pathway, you see a left pathway. This right pathway leads out to a little balcony right here, which you can use as the attacker. You're very exposed, though. I mean, if the defense is right there and right over there, you're probably going to get gunned down pretty quickly. But you can make use of it. It can be good to use. And it does lead down to the street fairly easily from there, so I would watch out of anybody coming in here trying to flank you. That left pathway up there. Let's go up. These controls are a little weird. This left pathway does come down and around to a large health pack, very handy. But as you can see, it does offer you a great view of this whole path or road right there. I would be careful of defenders coming from the left here. But if you're the attacking team, you can also use it to get around a defense that is set up right here. If you can get through that balcony and around and behind the defending team, you can really go to work on them from behind and scatter them up easily that way. Okay, so what else do we got? One second here. Have to clear my sinuses a little bit there. Once you reach this point, once you get up the ramp here, there's essentially three ways you can go here. This little building has a small health pack. It's very claustrophobic in here. I mean, you get a Junkrat in here, you're going to have a bad time. It does lead around and behind here, though. You can use that as a flanking opportunity if you wish, if you can get away with it. But it's a better place for people like Soldier or Roadhog to duck in here and do some healing if needed. That's always a good idea. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. My allergies are getting to me, apparently. This left path right here is another good way to flank around. It does have this small health pack right here, but you can get around and attack if you have the opportunity. I would be aware of the defense setting up right here. I mean, they can see what you're doing pretty easily right here, or even right here. They got a good pathway to shooting at you right there, and of course down this lane right here. Finally, we have this right area right here. You don't see too much fighting right here. You will see defense setting up right here because they got a great view, great angle on you. You'll see a bastion right here every now and again. But there's a small health pack through this room right in the corner there. The defense will make use of that quite a bit. And there's a little balcony right here that doesn't offer the greatest view, as you can see, for the attack or the defense. But one of the clever things I've seen is bastions or maybe even turrets sitting right here being semi-disguised trying to shoot down at you. So I would be careful of that as well. One more place I wanted to point out that I should have before is you often see bastions or turrets or snipers right around here, because as you can see, that's also a great field of fire down this whole stretch of road. So be careful of that. And finally, as you escort the Doomfist weapon to the Numbani Heritage Museum, I want to point out this little cool piece of lore. We're going back into the Defender spawn room. That is where the gauntlet itself will be on display, supposedly. That's what it looks like anyways. And they have these banners up here that show previous Doomfists. As you can see, it's the Savior, the Scourge, and the Successor. Lots of people think that we're eventually going to get a playable character called Doomfist, and this is the reason why. You can see the guy on the right is shadowed out a bit there. But whoever takes up the gauntlet in turn becomes Doomfist, and that is why people think he's going to be a playable character in the future. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for this map overview. We went down the main pathways, we went down all the side pathways, and we pointed out all the health packs. So hopefully you can use this information for flanking purposes, and definitely the health packs for survivability, and just make your experience on Numbani all that much better. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll watch the other ones. I enjoyed making it. I will see you on the other videos. Okay, take care everybody. Bye bye.